What's up, guys? Back here in the video. It's time for another update. Hope everyone's doing well. I'll turn music down. And my coffee. Got a bunch of stuff to show, so let's just get into it this time. Keep talking. Try to get through a lot of these. First up, our Ensemble of Chicago. This is music to our message to our folks. Message to our folks. Great black music. On BYG, obviously XUL. Haven't been finding a lot of BYG XULs lately, but bought this one for a really good price. Got some water damage you can see on the inside, but that's it. Other than that, it's fine. Disc is fine, so disc, record, whatever. Sorry. Yeah, but great album, free jazz, avant-garde jazz, and that usual style they do. I love this period of our ensemble. I believe this was before Don Moy joined the group, so really great stuff. Next up, ESP, Bob James Trio Explosions. Much different than the usual Bob James style, which would be known for later on. This is more, definitely more experimental, kind of free jazz out there, avant-garde stuff. So you got Bob James piano, Bear Phillips on bass, and Robert Mozart on percussion, who's a great percussion player drummer. Bart Phillips is great on bass as well, so just a killer trio here. All the players are fantastic, but highly recommend checking this out for a completely different side of Bob James, which I wish he would have kept playing this music. I guess we wouldn't have gotten a lot of the samples that we have now, which he's really opposed to sampling, if you guys didn't know, but it kind of sucks, but whatever. I have this, but I picked up a much better copy, Upgrade, After Brass, my John Coltrane quartet. Really cool. Great album. Definitely one of my favorites from Coltrane. Not a first pressing on the AM Power, but an early pressing on the ABC Paramount Orange label. I do have one, an extra one now that's a bit, not great shape, probably like a VG minus, but it plays great. It plays probably like a VG plus, so it looks like a VG minus, so if anyone's interested in a trade or whatever, hit me up. And then I got Infinity. Default. This is a white label promo. Came out in 1972. I know a lot of people had issues with this one, just because Alice Coltrane went in afterwards. This was recorded in '65 but released in '72. So Alice Coltrane went in afterwards, added string arrangements and stuff. But I think it works well. I mean, maybe if I was around during that time, I would have felt differently. But I'm hearing it now, and I think it's great. So yeah, John, Alice, Pharoah Sanders, McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison, Charlie Hayden, Elvin Jones, Rashid Ali, Ray Appleton. So, really cool. They're at least solid Coltrane albums. So picked up a couple Billy Harper joints. First up, Billy Harper Quintet, 1981. This is on Pole Jazz Records, Polish label. This might be personally, this might be my favorite Billy Harper. Just the playing, just the way he played on here is really great. Players, you got Newman Baker, Chris Alberts, Armin Donnellian, I believe, and Wayne Dockery, but amazing playing, like modal, post-bop, really nice. Of course, all of his records are fantastic, but something about this one just does it for me. I don't know. Definitely go check it out if you aren't familiar with it. Try to leave a link as always, and not too expensive really, from what I remember. And then along with that one, this one isn't new, but I've been playing this one recently. Capper Black by Billy Harper and Strata-East. So good, fantastic. I think this is his first album as a leader. I'm not sure, but you know what? I don't even know you want to say that. I don't know. But yeah, George Cables, Reggie Workman, Julian Tracer, Dick Griffin, Billy Cobham, Warren Smith, Jimmy Owens, and special guest Elvin Jones. And then a bunch of vocalists as well, so good. Highly recommend this one. Got this for about $20 too, a while back, so definitely wasn't going to pass on that, but great stuff. Just wanted to show that one, because I don't think I've showed it yet. I've been listening to that one a lot. Picked up a bunch of Horace Tapscott, not a bunch, couple Horace Tapscott albums recently. One is Horace Tapscott and Evan Brown Jr. at the Crossroads. This is from 1980, I believe, or 81. Let me see. This one is from 1980. Yep, on Nimbus West. Usual free jazz. Really, really good, but just a dual record. Definitely worth checking out, at least if you haven't heard it. Definitely not his Horace Tapscott's best work in my opinion, but very good nonetheless. I don't know if there's a glare on that. I'm showing the labels, but usual label. And I finally was able to pick up both of these for a really good price. Horace Tapscott's The Call. Let me take these out of here actually. Just an awesome record, really great spiritual, really great jazz record. So it's Horace Tapscott and the Pan-African People's Orchestra, conducted by Horace Tapscott, the full name, but so good. I know Nimbus West has been selling these and everyone's picking them up, but I jumped on it when they were on Amazon. I also grabbed Live at IUCC. Yep, Live at IUCC. This is a double album. Damn good. Just as good as the previous one. These were sealed when I got them, so I was able to get both of these for $60 because I had a gift card coupon or whatever to Amazon. So when I bought them, that one call was 40. This one was 60, so or 65. No, this one was 60. That one's 45. So we'll grab both of them for 60. Yeah, great deal. So happy to finally have them. Excellent jazz. Highly recommend it. Alright, down we got Katanga, Tom Grecker's Katanga, Curtis Amy and Dupree Bolton, along with Ray Crawford, Vic Gaskin, Duck Sides. Really excellent hard bop soul jazz from 1963. Even has, I think, like maybe spiritual jazz leanings, maybe like an early version of spiritual jazz. You can call this at times. Pacific Jazz label, really, really good. I think Van Psycho Funk turned me on to this one originally, so thank you, Van. Awesome record for sure. Picked up Charles Mingus Changes 2. I had part 1, picked up 2. Fantastic 70s Mingus, post-bop from 75, so can't go wrong with that. It's a regular Atlantic label. Just gonna show that. I picked up Tangerine Dream album, which I don't have a lot of. Stratosphere. Excuse me. This one was from 76 on Virgin. Really nice electronic, ambient. It's awesome all around album. It does have some creasing on the front, so I got it for cheap, but I think it was like $6, $7. But record is in awesome shape, so happy to add some Tangerine Dream in my collection because I really don't have a lot. I'd love to find the early stuff, but you know, take what I can. Pink Floyd album I didn't have. Animals from 77. I believe it's the original US pressing in Columbia. This is definitely one of my favorite Pink Floyd albums. I listened to Floyd a lot when I was younger in my teens. Yeah, all of their albums basically I listened to a lot, but really still enjoy this one. Not really a long album, just I think 5 songs and the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 tracks, but so good. The whole thing is so good. So if for some reason you haven't heard Pink Floyd Animals, I would highly recommend it. I believe I got this one at Red Scroll. Yeah, I got this one at Red Scroll too for $15, so cool. I was able to pick up a bunch of classic rock in a couple collections I bought, so if you can hear in the background, this is what we're listening to. Marcos Valley. There's the name of the album right there. Previsio do Tempo. Anyway, amazing Brazilian. I don't even know what to call it. Brazilian kind of rock, pop, funk, souls, everything mixed together, but just so good. This is a Light in the Attic reissue from 2012. Done really, really well, I gotta say. 180 gram vinyl. Originally came out in 73 on Odeon, I believe, and I heard those pressings aren't the best. Of course, just by ear, I haven't really heard it for myself, but you know, from other people. So, Marcos Valley, highly recommend this one if you try to get into like Brazilian music, funk, soul, Latin. So, awesome. All the Red Scroll score right there. This is a unreleased Strata album. It's supposed to come out, I believe, in the 70s, but didn't come out till last year, 2015. Raw English with Fish Feet. It's definitely in that same Strata vein of like, you know, jazz, kind of soul jazz, be funky at times. I've only listened to this once, but this one is numbered. I believe they're numbered out of 1,000. There's also a colored version on gold vinyl, which I believe there's only 200 copies of. But I was definitely curious. Listened to it online a bit, and it sounded great. So, and a great lineup on here too. Let me see if I could just have the lineup. I know Kenny Cox is on here. Charles Moore, I believe. I wish I had the lineup. Yeah, but check out the lineup on online. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Ron English on guitar, Norma Jean on alto sax, Lynn Woodard from Lynn Woodard Organization on organ, George Davidson on drums. There was a bunch of others. Charles Moore, like I said, Kenny Cox, Larry Nazzaro. I believe, yeah, Phil Ranlin plays on here, Marcus Belgrave. So, as you can hear, this is a split between Strata and 180 proof, as well as Fat Beats. So you can buy it on Fat Beats or the 180 proof website, which they really do really great job on their packaging. Nice heavyweight gatefold cover and just pretty nice pressing in my opinion. So yeah, done well. Really cool to see some of these unreleased or albums coming out, and also some of the hard to get ones being reissued. So finally picked up some Henry Cow. This is Henry Cow, the Legend, I believe. This is a 79 reissue from 1979 on Red Records, but this was like brand new basically. I guess someone opened it because it was sealed. Someone opened it. They said they didn't like the music or something, so they returned it, and then I just grabbed it. Fantastic. Let's say art rock, experimental rock, jazz rock. Henry Cow, damn good. I've been looking for more of his, trying to get the other Sock albums. That's what they're called. Miles Davis, I don't have. Live to Fillmore. Miles Davis Staple Fusion album. Maybe one of his, probably definitely one of his most well-known albums. Really great though. I think it came out in 1970, I want to say, on Columbia. Yeah, really, really great though. I'm sure most of you guys know this. Even if you're not into jazz, I'm sure you guys have seen some regular Columbia. Happy to just have it finally. Let's see, after that, picked up Harmonia. I was looking for originals, but you guys know they're not cheap, so their first one, Music von Harmonia. This originally released on Brain in 1974. This is a reissue from 2015. Last year, I believe, a German reissue on Gronland Records, I believe it's called. But it did I think it's Gronland / Brain. They did redo a nice redoing of the Brain label there. So it sounds pretty decent too. I think it's a digital remaster, unfortunately, but it sounds good to me. I had no big issues with it, so definitely trying to grab their second album as well. I think it's called Deluxe, I want to say, so yeah, but Mobius, Rodelius, and Rother from New, so amazing, nice electronic, whatever, you guys know what that is, just good music. Alright, and then a few more here. Picked up our Michael Urbaniak's Fusion. You guys know I love the Polish jazz. So, Michael Urbaniak, violinist. And just what the name says, it's a fusion album. If you're into that, check it out. Polish fusion from the 70s. I think it's fantastic myself, but just personal. Pharoah Sanders, Wisdom Through Music. Happy to finally get another Pharoah Sanders for my collection. This one was really nice. Bunch of different varying styles on this one. From world music to, I don't know, just be a bit of fusion. I believe he had even some like traditional African stuff in here, avant-garde, or not traditional African style, from 1973 on Impulse, but it is on this Impulse label, the later one. So But anyway, doesn't matter. Music's fantastic. Got this for cheap because it has some water damage on the inside there, the gatefold. But who cares? A couple, I think this was like $5, so I'll take it. Vinyl plays fine. Fair roughness period, always good. Can't go wrong in my opinion. So another one I picked up with that same order was, holy shit, almost dropped it. Woo. Could have been dangerous. Records flying everywhere. Phil Wood's Quartet. It's on Testament Records. Really nice fusion album from the 70s. I want to say 1975, 74. This is what the label looks like. But fantastic. Henry Franklin's on here on bass, Brian Mock on percussion, Pete Robinson on keyboards, Phil Wood's on sax. Really, really nice. That was dangerous. I've never almost dropped a record like that. Gotta slow down. Soft Machine, third. Really happy to finally get this. Had the first one, not the second one, but finally have third. I know it's a favorite amongst a lot of people, myself included. Love Soft Machine. Really, really good. Happy to have this one. Once again, another Red Scroll pickup right there. So, if you guys don't know this one, I highly recommend you go out and listen to it right now. Great album. And the last couple here, Anthony Braxton, Creative Orchestra Music from 1976. And it really is an orchestra. There's, I think, at least like 15 to 20 players on each track. There's a sleeve because pictures and graphs, but it's on Arista. It's the Arista label. But I love Anthony Braxton. If you watch the channel, you know them. Fan of Anthony Braxton. So definitely gonna pick it up. This one's called Creative Orchestra Music 1976. Yep, that's a full name, 1976. So some nice art on the front too. As usual, huge lineup. I'm gonna name it, but includes Muhal Richard Abrams, Leo Smith, Kenny Wheeler, Cecil Bridgewire, Roscoe Mitchell, Jack DeJohnette, I believe Carl Berger. Wait, is Jack DeJohnette on here? No, Dave Holland. I thought Jack DeJohnette was on here. Maybe not. Could be wrong. Either way. And to cap it off, Ornette Coleman, New York Is Now, on Blue Note. Love Ornette Coleman. You guys probably know. This is a audition copy, promo copy, or just stamped as a promo copy, but a little bit of ring around the cover, so got this for cheaper. But few marks on the vinyl, but it plays fine, plays fantastic. A couple light noises. This is under Liberty pressing, Liberty Records pressing. So that's it. Wow, managed to get through all those. I tried not to rush like I did last time, but I do have to go to the airport today, drop someone off, so trying to get through all these. I'm probably not gonna have my camera for a while, as they're taking my camera, so borrowing it. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. I know Record Store Day is coming up, if that's your thing. A bunch of record shows coming up in Connecticut, so yeah, hope everyone's doing well. If you want, leave me comments. Say what's up. Cheers. French vanilla coffee as always, delicious, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.